Hi guys, Gavin Townsend, the Transformation Guru, here in the Transformation Gym in Redditch. I've been in the fitness industry for over 15 years and I've seen a lot of changes, especially in the last 25 years of involvement in sport. I've worked with over 200 professional athletes just from the UK, different sports, different criteria, all ranging from Olympic standard to world champion standard. I'm very well connected in the industry and I work quite heavily with all types of characters for all ages. What changes have I seen in the last 2 decades, you say? Obesity. The trend is massively up. Mental health is correlated with obesity trends when you also include the likes of social media and phone usage. I've worked in schools around Birmingham and I've asked questions to students about their lifestyles, living on energy drinks, sugar, and also being engaged with a mobile phone on average 6 to 8 hours a day, every day. It's no surprise why the UK has got a high level of loneliness increasing within people. Also, a lot of people are disengaged, non-sociable, heavily involved with mobile and technology devices rather than interpersonal relationships. And I've looked at the statistics around inactivity and obesity in the UK, and I watched Question Time recently where the stats were said to be over 8 billion cost to the NHS as a result of inactivity and obesity. But then if you also add the likes of smoking, drug abuse and other health issues, tens of billions a year is being spent by the NHS resource fund as a result of the general public not looking after themselves. This is a very controversial subject and it will get a lot of people's backs up, but personal responsibility is key in a day and age where we're very quick to complain and want a cure, but if we're not willing to prevent health issues, then who are we to ask for a quick cure? So if someone's been eating way too much their entire life and they're taking drug substances and smoking and drinking lots of alcohol, I'm not sorry to say this, it's your responsibility to look after yourself. When I was a child here in the UK, back in the 90s and back in the 2000 years, we didn't have obesity like we do today. In fact, mobile phones were not like they were today. People were engaged with one another. If we got bored, we played sport and got physical. And as a trainer today, trying to educate people, it can be difficult because a lot of people don't want to accept responsibility for their own health, and a lot of people want to find a quick fix, but also are quick to blame others. I've had people in the past who I've trained, very few people, who've blamed me for not getting the results they wanted, which is fair in their eyes, but when they're drinking heavily, eating lots of rubbish foods, not active and lounging around watching Netflix every night, well, I'm not sorry to say this, it's their fault, their responsibility. At the end of the day, you can write a great plan for someone, but if they don't stick to it, who's to blame? And that's the issue for a lot of us today. We're very quick to point the finger and accuse the government, accuse the NHS, accuse the health and fitness industry for failing people, but unless you take personal responsibility, you're not going to get the results that you want out of life. And I apply that to all levels of life: financial, health, friendships, relationships. If you're not putting effort in, you're not going to get much out. And it's a hard topic, and it's one that I'm getting more increasingly passionate about, but in probably what's seen as more of a direct approach, a hard approach, because the nice trainer approach isn't working in this day and age. People are easily offended. We've got this whole snowflake, easily offended culture now, and I'm not sorry to say it, it's just going to manifest into more mental health issues, more divide, more obesity issues. And again, because there is no magic pill, there's no magic cure. The only way you're going to get fitter and healthier is through prevention. And if you're not willing to take self-responsibility again and work on improving yourself through better nutrition and lifestyle choices and exercise, well, again, you've only got yourself to blame. I know this video might sound very preachy and in your face and think, ooh, but I do have a book coming out and it's about self-responsibility. I'm talking about the trends over the last 100 years in the UK, everything from how we once were back post First World War. I've spoke to people who were on ration books throughout the Second World War, who were children in the post Second World War also. I've looked at the average waistline in that period and the 60s, and then ironically since the introduction of corn syrup laden sugary foods and the American style food culture, fast food culture, the waistline's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And each year people jump onto a diet, a new craze in the new year, but the waistlines keep getting bigger and bigger. And it's because so many people just don't stick to a standard plan all year round. So many people are just looking for the next quick fix, the next magic solution, and it just doesn't exist. It's a matter of just monitoring your physical output and your energy input. It's not rocket science, it's common sense, but unfortunately there's a lot of clashing information in the fitness sector today. I've been in the fitness game for over 15 years, like I say, professional sports for 25 years, and you don't get to my level without helping a number of people along the way. And I want, as much as I want to be the nicey nice trainer and tell everyone what they want to hear, I just need to be straight and tell people what they need to hear, because the fitness industry has never had so many gyms, personal trainers, nutritionists, but we're the most obese we've ever been as a nation. So something isn't working, and it's people's attitudes. So again, if you've got a bad attitude, if you're easy to blame other people, if you're non-coachable, pretty much if you're going to be a pain in the ass, you're not my sort of client. But if you're receptive, if you're willing to listen to education and look at statistics and facts rather than opinion, and if you're willing to be receptive to the long-term goals and look at long-term gratification rather than a quick fix, short-term gratification, then you're the type of person I'm willing to help. And like I say, it's drawing that line in the fitness industry where we need more people to be direct and outspoken in a time where people are easily offended and people don't want to hear the truth. They need to hear the truth, and the truth hurts. And that's a reason why so many people today can't accept the truth, because they all want a quick fix solution. So I'm Gavin Townsend. I'm going to do more direct videos like this. If you are the type of person who's easily offended, my channel probably isn't the sort of channel for you. But if you like to hear the facts and you like to cut through the bull, and you just want to know how to get to be the best, strongest physically, but most importantly the most strongest mentally you could be, then my channel might be for you. So give us a thumbs up, give us a follow on YouTube, here on Facebook also, and thank you for listening to this video, and have a great Christmas. Just remember to try and look after yourself before and through the festive period, and try not to do what the majority of the nation do and jump onto a fad diet in the new year. But that's another video coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up.